Here we go once again on a fantastic show series of Just Drive, Cars and Life.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm Naveed.
He's Naveed.
And you are?
I don't know who I am. Who am I?
You are Cameron.
Oh, I'm Cameron. Okay, nice to meet you. I'm Cameron.
And
and then
this guy.
So yeah, my name's Eric.
Is there?
Is there?
In the beginning. Well, let's fix that.
Redo.
Lo and behold, we have Eric in the house with us. So,
How's it
Eric,
going, guys?
thanks a lot for being here on the show with us today.
Absolutely.
Your very first video podcast, or have you done one
Very
before?
first video podcast. This
Yeah?
is fun.
Are you feeling good?
Very good. Awesome.
Beautiful.
Good stuff. Well,
Yeah.
you have a very unique,
Yeah.
one and only, 1 out of 1 out of 20.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, so I'm not even going to explain because we want to hear your side of the story.
Sure.
So tell us what you have,
Yeah.
what made you get it, what is so interesting about it.
This
Sure.
is not an innuendo, by the way.
Okay.
Okay.
And then
Sure.
this is how we started.
I already did mine.
Good, so cheers.
Dude, you
Cheers.
suck
Very
at
good.
cheers.
Cheers.
All right, go
Cheers,
for it.
guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Cheers.
Yeah. So I've got a 2020 Volvo S60 Polestar engineered.
Okay.
The 2019s, they made 20 of them.
Okay.
And so, not exactly what the number is for the 2020s, but it's not like they're going to ramp up production to 20,000. So,
20,000 sounds like my
Yeah?
BMW M5.
yeah,
20,000.
something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's very rare.
It was a jab.
It's supposedly still, something in something close to one of the only ones in Texas, if not the only one.
Okay.
I still have yet to see the S60 version in DFW or hear about seeing, someone else seeing one. And we've got quite a few eyes in the community that would be able to spot something like that. So, so that's pretty much where I stand on my car as far as how rare it is. It's 415 horsepower. It's a 4-cylinder, but it's supercharged and turbocharged. And it also has a hybrid assist in the rear axle.
Okay, explain that whole entire system.
Yeah, it's
How can you be
it's crazy.
supercharged, turbocharged at the
Because
same time?
I want to do it now.
Yeah, exactly. No, yeah, so it's basically all the gas powered engine goes to the front axle,
Okay.
and then the electric comes helping in the rear, giving it somewhat of an all-wheel drive capability.
Okay.
It's definitely front-wheel bias as far as the power goes, because even when I put the foot down, it's 415 horsepower, by the way. So 0 to 60 is about 4.4, 4.5, depending on who you ask. But it definitely slips in the front wheels sometimes whenever I put it down. And the best part about the car really is
Yeah? That smile. That's the best
yeah,
part.
no, it's the best part is finding a random V8 lower end V8
Yeah?
yacht Challenger, a Hellcat, and
Yeah?
giving them the sauce,
The hybrid sauce.
yeah, giving them the hybrid sauce
The
with
4-cylinder.
half the cylinders.
So
Yeah,
good.
yeah, no, it's a great feeling. There was this one time I found one. It was a Challenger. It was brand new.
Mm-hmm.
Guy was taking his buddy out for a joyride. Had just got the car. I was looking at the paper plates, the date on it. It was like exactly 60 days from the day it was. So I mean, he bought it that day, and he was taking it out for a little ride. And so I did a 40 roll with him, and he lost, obviously.
Yeah?
And he hit the brakes pretty much right after that, and didn't really see him after that. He was probably so embarrassed about it. So that was a good feeling. There's been plenty of instances of that. But yeah, so getting to how I got the car, basically I I'd been looking for about a year and a half. My employer, thankfully they have free charging at work, so I'd been looking for a plug-in hybrid for a while.
Okay.
And well, everything that I had seen in the market that I knew about, and I was looking around, they're all terrible. The Ford, not great. Toyota, not great. Well, Toyota's a Prius, and no one's getting a Prius, at least.
I'd race a Prius.
Yeah, it's nowhere close to as fast, right? So,
what about a Prius with a Hellcat engine?
Yeah.
Radials in the back.
No, you put it in the front. You put the drag radials in the front. Yeah.
Like a Civic.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the Honda one. The Honda plug-in. Oh, what a nightmare.
What is it called?
It's the Clarity plug-in, and it's got those fenders that go over the rear wheels. It's
I've never seen one. What?
I've seen one or two of them, and they're hideous.
They look like the ugliest version of a Prius.
Yeah,
like a Prius with fenders over the rear
and
wheels.
a little bit longer. It's a little bit longer.
It's a funky look.
No, it's terrible.
It's a funky look.
Yeah. So, I was looking at all these and I said, no, whatever, I'll just hold off. At that point, I had a 2015 4Runner. It's a good car, whatever. Just point A to point B, nothing really enjoyable about it. It was only rear-wheel drive. So, really, for an SUV like that, what do we got? Who's on?
I got so distracted, but I couldn't resist. But it's Assad. Assad with K. So his question is, "What's your favorite Hawaiian shirt?"
That's why I'm sitting here laughing.
That's a fantastic question. That's a great question.
Let's deviate and go to that for a second.
Yeah. So my favorite. So there's a couple of favorites. This isn't one of them. This is not one of them.
He's wearing his ugly Hawaiian shirt.
I mean, I love all my Hawaiian shirts equally, but really, so I would say my very first OG Hawaiian is probably by far my favorite. It's still holding up. It's the best quality fabric and stitching, and I would say that's probably my favorite. And then after that would be just a nice solid gray one. And it's made, I think it's Patagonia. Made it. So that
one of one?
That's like no, it's not one of one. Matter of fact, I saw someone wearing one. So I'm gonna have to stop wearing it.
Oh no.
Listen to this. I'm sitting in my car, and I see this guy walking by, and he's got it tucked in, and I
oh no!
Was he wearing jeans or was he?
He was wearing jeans.
Oh.
Yeah. So no. So I'm sitting there, like a triple take. I'm like, no, that's not. Wait a second. And I started staring at it. And I go, that's. I'm looking at it. It's got like a flap in the back. It's like a fishing shirt, right? It's the exact same shirt. I go, damn.
That's one way to ruin that.
It was embarrassing for me to have the same shirt as this guy that's tucking his shirt in. What are you doing, buddy? So, yeah.
We're laughing with you, not at you.
No, I know. It's hilarious. It's
tragic.
a great question.
It's tragic.
It's like his reaction. Like, oh fuck, I can't wear this shirt.
My whole life.
I can't fucking wear this.
If you saw someone else on the road with your Polestar and they're being an asshole, would you sell it?
No.
Okay.
No,
okay,
absolutely not.
I'm just trying to understand the extent of other people ruining shit for you.
It's a fair question.
Okay.
Now, actually, no, yeah, I think if I saw another one, I'd have to sell it. It's not unique anymore. No,
okay.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, I'm just kidding. Could you imagine? No, but yeah, it's a good question, Assad. But
he's got another question.
He's got two more questions.
All right, here's your other question. Do you buy parts for your Polestar from IKEA?
Wait. Say it again.
Do you buy parts for your Polestar?
Yes.
From IKEA?
Yeah, absolutely. Only from IKEA. I mean, how do you think I got 3 check engine lights? I use the wrong Allen wrench.
So you put them on yourself then?
Yeah.
It becomes the whole manual?
You put it together. It just all arrives in the mail. All the parts.
To yourself, kid.
Yeah. And I think what happened was I used the wrong Allen wrench at some point, and
they usually send you the right ones.
I know, yeah.
It was
mismatched parts, a little bit like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It was
Well, I
mass
mean-
produced. I mean,
if you can only get the parts at IKEA, you would
Yeah.
think IKEA would be on top of their
You would think so,
you
but
expect too much from the furniture.
It
I
happens
don't.
sometimes.
I'm the one driving the Swedish car here. Oh my god. Anyways.
All right, what's the third
Continue.
question?
Well, that's it for
Oh,
now.
that's it.
I matched it all together for
So
you.
where were we? Because I forgot.
Well, we got to the Hawaiian trip, but before that, you
Yeah.
were talking about.
The plugins. Yeah.
Yes.
So I kind of looked at the market and they were all terrible. I didn't know about the Volvo.
Okay.
So kind of just continued on with my life.
Mhm.
One day, my buddy Matt Rock, I used to work at Discount Tire with the guy, good friend of mine. He tagged me on Instagram with the Volvo, official page. Dude, you got to check out this car. I go, all right, cool. Pull up all the specs, YouTube, the whole 9 yards. As I keep diving in, I'm like, holy shit, this car checks every box I'm looking for and then some. So I was really looking for something with Apple CarPlay.
Just continue.
I was looking, so I was looking for something with Apple CarPlay and a plug-in. That's
Okay.
really all I was looking for.
Yeah.
I wasn't looking to go fast or anything like that. So I started looking at this car. I go, holy shit, it's everything I wanted and then some. So it's a plug-in. It's got Apple CarPlay. It's got the whole 9 yards as far as luxury and stuff on the inside, which I really wasn't looking for, but
It's a nice plus.
it's a nice plus, right? And then also it's very fast, and also it's rare. So all of that combined, I go, yeah, that's an easy choice. So called up the guys over at Grubbs Infinity. Well, Grubbs technically Volvo, but they haven't built the building yet. So they're operating out of the Infinity dealership. So basically I showed up and I said, I called ahead and said, hey, I want to test drive something. I know you guys don't have one of these Polestars on hand because of how rare they are, but I'd like to at least test drive something similar. So I'm going to show up tomorrow and we'll test drive, whatever the closest trim would be. So I test drove a 2019 black on black, just like mine is right now, a 2019 R Design, which is basically the exact same car, minus a few things. You get 15 less horsepower, which is just literally, it's the same engine. Same engine.
Okay.
turbocharged and supercharged.
Supercharged. It's literally just 15 less horsepower. It's electronically detuned by 15 horsepower.
Okay.
And you can
Okay.
pay $1,500 for a chip for them to give you the extra 15 horsepower.
Get the fuck out of here.
Seriously.
BMW
Seriously.
do that sometimes.
That's all it is.
I'm just
So
I'm just saying.
what's really interesting about these like spa chassis, which what's my car is really on, the spa chassis is essentially the exact same car across the board. XC90, XC60, XC. Let's leave out XC40 because I don't think that's the same. But S60, S90, V60, and V90. So we're talking about all the wagons, SUVs, and sedans. They're all the same except for the XC40. That's all electric, and that's I think that's their segue sort of into the pure electric type of vehicles that they're really targeting for their future gain, right? But yeah, so it's exactly the same car, except for you get 15 less horsepower. You don't get the Brembo brakes, and you don't get the Uhlens dampeners for your suspension. Mine also came in with the Bowers & Wilkins sound system.
Okay.
What else? And also, the R Design was way less rare. But yeah, besides that, it's pretty much the same car. So I kind of, I'm going through this whole dealership process, and I'm going, yeah, this 29, like the R Design is really all I want. Like, I'm okay with, because I hadn't experienced the other car. So I just said, okay, that's fine. I'll just get this R Design. So I signed some paperwork for an R Design out in California. This is back in March, early March, and no, it was mid-March, so right at the peak of everything shutting down, especially in California, right, due to COVID. So I signed everything for the specific VIN number. They say 5 to 7 days, and the car will be yours. It'll be here in Texas. Okay, perfect, cool. 7th day rolls around. I get a phone call. Hey, Eric, we haven't been able to talk to these guys over in California at all.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
anyways, back and forth, and of course they found a Polestar out in Maryland. Obviously, they're not going to tell me where it's at, but they give me a VIN number, so I looked it up. It's in Maryland, and then that car shows up, and I take it home. That's pretty much.
Like they delivered it and you picked it up?
No. I went out to the dealership. The whole time I had, it was about a month whole process between the time I signed paperwork for the R Design out in California to the time I drove off in my Polestar.
Okay.
The whole time though, I had the same 2019 R Design from the test drive.
Okay.
Now that you just drive
as my
that
loaner.
in?
Yeah. So I mean, shout out to Grubs for that. That was nice and complimentary of them.
I can't think of any other dealer that would do that.
Really.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it is pretty rare. It is pretty rare, especially that long with the same vehicle.
Well, I mean, it's funny.
But it was a 2019, so
It's funny how you say that because there's a lot of dealerships, like their salesmen have no fucking clue that they have this rare car in their system.
Yeah.
And
no, I feel like these guys know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. For
you
Volvo,
were there.
For Volvo, that's impressive.
Yeah.
But I'm saying there's a lot of other dealerships that don't even have a clue.
Right.
Like they're just like, oh, well, we didn't know we had this in our system, but it's just like we do.
Yeah.
And you're just like, well,
if you literally are here every day, why don't you pay attention to what's
Well, not only that, you work for the fucking company. Like you're telling me, like in your newsletter and your emails, you guys don't get.
You think we read those? Really?
But you were there. Remember that one time we went to Crest?
Yeah. Remember when we saw that blue S60 that was there?
Blue S60
He was thinking about wrapping his car.
Beautiful.
I'm not going to say it in what color because that's his decision.
What color? It was orange, right?
The S60? The S60 that was
yeah, blue.
Like
it was like
blue.
It was like blurple almost.
Yeah, blurple. Yeah.
It was satin, wasn't it? It was satin.
Yeah.
It was satin.
When are you doing this?
Huh?
When are you doing this?
No, I'm not going.
Why? I'll pay for it.
There was another wrap that he was thinking about at that time.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely been quite a few thoughts in the wheelhouse of Eric Zimmerman, but I tell you what, it's just something I don't think I'm going to do.
Hold that thought.
Yeah.
Do you want to check and see if we lost stream?
It still works. I mean, it's still up. Look.
Yeah, but over here, see how that's not highlighting what he's saying?
You think you lost?
Nope, we're still good.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Everybody gets to see Naveed's room.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
You're welcome. Hey, you could have. It's clean.
No, it's dark. Nobody sees it.
Yeah, nobody sees anything.
Okay, we're good. Okay, back on
So
subject.
what was the question that we?
Oh,
No, that was it. That was pretty much it. Yeah.
So that's pretty much where I stood. Drove the car. Drove the hell out of it.
I drove in your car.
You've driven my car. Mm-hmm. You have.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah.
It is light. That steering wheel is way too light.
Yeah, I mean, you can change it though. I just like it like that.
Right, but still, like, I mean, the fact that as soon as I sat in the car, I was like, oh my god, this is so comfy.
Yeah,
it is super comfy.
It's a very
even the
comfortable
back
car.
seat. I was like, okay, I can take a nap.
Yeah.
I just love the yellow accents on your car.
Yeah, so the gold accents are really a lovely little touch, especially in like today's weather.
Yeah.
So today, for viewers that don't live in Texas,
I'm sorry.
which is
I'm so sorry for your loss.
yeah, that sucks for you. But yeah, so it was a nice foggy day, pretty much the entire day, nice misty day. So I came out to the car like 7 a.m. It was beautiful. When this car like frosts over, the gold brake calipers just pop.
Yeah.
Oh, they pop. Oh, they look fantastic. Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah. But yeah,
let's go. Interesting.
Yeah.
So you're happy with the car?
Absolutely.
Well, here's one question. Here's going to be the number one question that everybody's going to ask.
Yeah.
And you already hate this question. It pisses you off.
Oh, I know where you're going with this.
Why didn't you get the wagon?
Why did you not go with the wagon?
So let's go with I didn't know that existed.
That's fair.
When I did all of it.
But if it did.
No,
if you did.
Still wouldn't.
Why?
Really?
I like sedans.
That's fair.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. Like, it's cool if you use your own money for a wagon, but Yeah, pretty much everyone's always asking why didn't I get the wagon. So now I hate wagons pretty much. Now don't take that personally, Raj or anybody else with wagons.
Right.
Yeah, so they're cool, but I think I'll never get a wagon now.
Okay.
If I ever have kids, I think I'm gonna get an SUV or I'll probably get a Tesla. Well, I'm gonna get a Tesla.
Well, yeah, because you did say 10 years from now you want to get a Tesla Model S.
Plaid.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. So I found out today that there's a lot of really good refurbished, and when I say refurbished, that means new battery pack and new motor.
There's a good market
Teslas.
for that. Yeah.
Yeah. I was talking to Matt today about that, and his dad. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah. Talked about that today, and boy, oh boy, I think I'm gonna, if anything ever happens to this car or at the end of the lease, I'm not in the position to get the dream Tesla, the Plaid Plus. I'll just grab myself a P85D or something like that.
As long as it's
Now here's the thing.
Yeah.
So, do you enjoy being in the hybrid world? Because that seems like what you're leaning towards to.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even want. So you want the Tesla?
Yeah.
Why would you not want the Porsche Taycan?
Okay. Well,
I don't care. No, it doesn't matter.
Valid
the price,
question.
The price is. I mean, I don't care about the price. I'm just saying in general.
Well, yeah. So aside from the price, well, that's really the only reason why. No. I like Tesla. They've got their flaws, right? The fit and finish, it's okay.
Flaws? Are you talking about flaws? Tesla or
Tesla.
Porsche?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tesla. Never.
No,
Porsche.
no, I'm not talking about
I was about to
Porsche
say,
because
okay.
Porsche's really got their
Shit together.
Yeah, they've got their shit together, especially for just
Nitpicky stuff.
tangible stuff that you can really feel and see and smell. Fantastic, on point. Is it overpriced? Absolutely. It is. I mean, you get like a special colored seatbelt for like $1,000.
Yeah,
Come on,
That's
like
fair. That's fair.
there's a lot of things that are overpriced. Like
But that
obviously.
seatbelt will last longer than any other one, so there's that.
No,
I'm just
it's the same glob. But
They want you to
I like the Tesla. I'm not a huge fan of some of the things they do as a business model. Just in the sense of we've all seen the YouTube videos of that one guy is getting he's just trying to preserve these vehicles, and then Tesla's just like, no, you need to throw it out, and they deactivate the car. And
Are you talking about what's his face? Ricky? Is it Ricky? It's that guy that gets all the Teslas and rebuilds them.
Yeah. Takes flooded out ones and does it. Yeah.
And what's really
That's what I'm
cool
talking about.
now what's really interesting is the reason he's like, dude, I'm going to keep the parts no matter what, because at the end of the day, somebody needs this part instead of buying the whole part.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, well, he's recycling at the end of the day, so that helps out the
Which is
environment.
good.
Yeah, exactly. He's doing stuff for the environment.
Right.
And he's like, hey, Tesla, I'm doing stuff for the environment.
Right.
Why are
And they're
you-
like, no.
And they're like, no, we don't actually care about the environment. We just want you to keep buying new cars.
Yeah.
Toss it into the trash.
Big new parts that are,
Yeah, but then,
So,
I mean, I guess it
aside
comes,
from that, yeah.
I mean, can you necessarily argue that, the reason why they want you to buy a new one is because they want to recycle what you have? I mean, if Tesla isn't that business, I don't know if Tesla does that. That's the thing with me.
I don't
But
know.
if Tesla comes back and says, listen, like, I'll give you a new one, for instance, at half off because of what has happened to your current car, and I'll take your current car in. I mean, there's got to be a trade-off.
Well,
for
that's the
something.
thing. Is
But they don't do that.
They don't exactly.
They don't,
like based off
they
these
don't
YouTube
do
videos.
that. Yeah, and if they were to do that, honestly, they'd be like, oh yeah, thanks for the car, and then the second you leave, be like, all right, toss it in the trash. They're it's a company, it's a corporation,
Yeah,
right? They're not. It sounds altruistic and it sounds like it's a good idea, but it just wouldn't.
In practice,
In practice, it just wouldn't. It wouldn't be that way. It wouldn't be that way. So aside from the business practice of that kind of longevity, I guess is the word. for their business, I would say, aside from that, and then also their panel gaps and like the final production of the vehicles coming off the assembly line with
horrendous gaps.
The panel gaps and then the paint spray.
Mm-hmm.
Those two things, one of them is easily fixable if you wrap it.
Yep.
Which I'm
Or
pretty
repaint
sure
it,
I'm going to
whichever
be
you wanna
doing
do.
because here's the thing: if it's a Tesla, you can't just let's throw a turbocharger on it. No, it's what it is. If you get the top trim.
Yeah.
Now there's these people called, I think it's not Unplugged Performance. They do a lot of body kit stuff. Do you guys know what it's called? The other company, they basically hack into the cars and take it from whatever level
and just push it
to the actual whatever the actual limit is, basically increasing the trim level without you actually paying.
It's a performance company for Tesla?
Yeah, essentially.
But doesn't that burn the motor down if that motor's not designed for that?
No,
Or is it the same motor.
They're all
That's
the thing.
Okay,
It's basically
okay.
it's essentially like paying $1,500 for 15 extra horsepower.
Interesting.
But
I'm really
you get
curious
way
if
more
they have a
horsepower.
tuning company.
I'm checking.
Yeah,
Unplugged Performance.
it is
And
Unplugged
the
Performance.
other one is T Sportline?
No, it's Unplugged Performance then.
Okay.
Unplugged performance.
Yeah, so they've got a shop I think in New York or something like that. And they just
shit.
Okay. T Sportline is the body kit one you were talking about.
no Unplugged Performance has it.
They do that as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So essentially,
Wow.
like I said, you're not really. Yeah, it's a beautiful car.
Well, I'm pretty sure the guy that came to the probably worked for Tesla before.
Yeah. They've got people that used to work for Tesla and stuff like that. But essentially, like if you buy the top end trim, there's nowhere else to go. Now, you don't really want to go faster than 1.9 0 to 60?
Yeah.
So fastest production car in the world. You really
that is
can't.
fucking G-force, dude. 1.9 0 to 60.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I know.
That is crazy.
How dare they?
I know, right?
Which one is it that's going faster than that again? The new
The
one,
Roadster?
right? Yeah.
The
Is it
Roadster?
Tesla
The
Roadster?
The
That's what I'm like?
Roadster.
Yeah, but I mean, no, the Roadster is like the same 0 to
Launch
60. It just goes
edition.
higher. No, it goes same 0 to 60, but you get longer range and a higher top speed.
Okay.
And you get less seats. So that's the thing is I like the Model S. It's roomy.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
it is pretty
It's a big
roomy.
car.
Right.
Yeah, it's a very big car. And I mean, if you really hate your back seat passengers, you can add 2 extra seats that are rear facing, and they can look out the back window because it's a fastback sort of style in the back.
Mhm.
So you can fit 2 extra seats and have them look out the back.
That's interesting.
Watching you gap people. So
Yeah,
You
did
can't
you ever,
remember,
did you
there
ever
you
see
go.
it on that one show, Fastest Cars or something like that? It used to be on Netflix, and this guy brought his, I think it was like a P1000, like a
P100D,
P100 or whatever it was.
ludicrous.
Yeah,
I
it would have been
guess.
ludicrous.
Yeah, it would have been ludicrous. But it was on
Yeah.
track radials.
Yeah.
You know
Was
what
it
I'm talking
stripped?
about?
Was it gutted?
I think it was good. Yeah.
I've seen that video. I've seen that car before. Not in
He
person,
was
but-
walking. Like,
Oh yeah.
like
So
there's
like
no more.
that's what really got me into EVs was the ludicrous mode. I
Mhm.
started seeing those videos and I go, that's it. It's done. It's over.
Yeah.
Like it's totally changed the game. There's no going back.
Yeah.
We're at
Absolutely.
this stage in technology now where you can gap almost any car.
Yeah.
With an EV versus
With
what?
a sedan.
With a sedan. A heavy sedan.
A heavy sedan.
And you look back 20 years, and what do you have, like electric golf carts, and I don't know. I don't even know.
A
Look it up real
lawnmower, probably.
Put like year 2000 electric cars or something.
Yeah.
And you'd probably get like
Wasn't it the
a small little city car.
No, I think the Lotus made an electric car.
No, that was the original. That was the original Tesla. That
The
was
original Tesla, yeah.
Roadster.
Yeah.
They basically
Okay.
put a bunch of lead acid battery. I think it was lead acid.
Yeah. it
But
was
they
lead
took
acid,
those.
yeah.
Yeah. They just
Yeah.
took a bunch of lead acid batteries
And just threw
and
it in
just
the car.
stuck them as many places inside the car as
Right.
possible.
And then Carmen Fisker came out near
Well,
the end.
yeah,
of
Wasn't it
2000.
Karma though?
Well, it was.
No,
Karma, then it was Fisker, or vice versa.
Was the Tesla Roadster the original one out in 2000?
I don't think it was
no.
in
It was like
2000,
2005, I think.
Yeah,
No,
so
I think in 2010.
So yeah, okay, so like rewind it to 2000. Nothing was out there, and now we're 20 years later, and we're
delivered in February 2008.
the original Roadster.
Yeah, 2008.
February 2008 was when they first delivered.
Why do I have a feeling that it was Lotus and it wasn't Tesla?
No, because they took a Lotus and did that.
Yes.
That's
So
what they
it literally will
That
look
was their test car.
It'll look
Alright.
exactly like it because it's literally a Lotus.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Except for the fact that he's debadged it and then put batteries in it.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Have you
Up
seen
slut
that?
shaming.
Have you seen that RX-7 with the Tesla
I have.
battery?
I have. Have you seen the Passat one?
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it was a Passat. And then there's also one, the Tesla Honda. They took like a 1980 Honda.
Really?
Honda Civic or Accord or something.
Interesting.
And it's like, it's lifted. It's like, just, I don't know why, but it's, it's definitely not just like on a regular suspension. It's kind of like up high, which is really weird. But I think it runs like a 9-second or something like that. 8-second, quarter mile.
Jesus, that's ridiculous.
Maybe 7. I don't know. I was watching
I'd believe it.
Yeah, it's unreal. So I saw these ludicrous mode videos of those cars, and I go, I need a Tesla. Now, of course, what's the big issue there? It's an EV, pure EV.
It's a hybrid.
No, it's
No,
pure
it's a
EV.
pure EV. It's a
Well,
Tesla.
It's a Tesla. It's
Ding dong.
pure
Pay attention.
EV.
Whatever you want to call it.
Whatever you want. What do you mean it's a hybrid?
I mean, I'm just like, it's...
You got your gas generator in the trunk charging it?
Yeah, it's not a hybrid EV.
confused.
It's literally pure electric. What do you mean? Are you
Like, in my opinion,
Are you
I'm like, if it's not all
insinuating-
motor, it's not necessarily a car.
Oh.
In that aspect.
what?
He's saying there's no engine, so it's not a car, right?
It's still a car. It's got 4 wheels.
I mean, it doesn't sound like a car. It's like a spaceship.
You can make it sound like a car.
I know.
Yeah, but it sounds
It's so
like-
cool,
I'm
actually.
I'm just like,
Yeah, there's a
I don't know.
company
I feel like,
that
okay,
does that.
and here's the thing. I don't like hybrids. Matter of fact, I hate hybrids.
What about pure electric?
Ooh.
I just don't.
Ooh.
I just don't see.
Oh, do we
the
have
shades?
shades?
I do not. I just don't. No.
My thing
I feel like it just defeats the purpose.
is I love the feel of an engine and the sound of an engine.
Hey,
Aside from that,
I second that.
aside from that,
I second that.
I want a Tesla.
But you
to
have
drive
an engine though. That's the thing.
Mhm.
You're going from an engine.
to no engine.
Exactly.
So yeah, that was the reason behind. That was another reason behind getting a plug-in.
Okay.
Is to bridge the gap of battery or range anxiety, right?
Uh-huh.
Because it's a pure EV, the Teslas are. So instead of going straight from gas to straight electric, I was thinking, okay, we'll do gas and then we'll do a plug-in hybrid. Kind of get a feel of whole just pure EV,
Yeah.
and then from there, the next car will be a Tesla.
That's fair.
So that was my thought process, and I mean,
Not a Porsche Taycan.
no.
Even
So-
if you had the money,
no,
let's say if you had the money, would you have?
I think I'd still go Tesla only because just the structure, all the supercharging stations, I think it's just because the whole company is based off of EV
Okay.
versus Porsche is just like, yeah, we got an EV now. But
it's
look
a
at all
bit
these gas
awkward.
ones. But I mean, like, it's a different amount of resources that they can put out for the EVs,
Mhm.
for the Taycans.
Quick question from our viewers here:
Oh boy.
how far can Teslas go on one charge?
And then before you answer that, I just want to give a shout out to Felix. So
Love you, Felix.
Hey,
good to see you, Felix.
So
Yeah, so how far can it
we're
go?
talking
Depends
about-
on
Yeah,
model.
Yeah, it's a lot of variables.
Because some of them is like
But are we talking about the Tesla Model S Plaid? I'm
he
assuming.
just said Tesla. go
Just,
on one
I mean,
charge,
in
so.
general, I mean,
the average
let's
Model
just say
S.
average. Yeah, the average. What is
Let's
the
do the
average for one
85
charge?
because the 85 is the mid model, right?
Yeah, so you're looking at
Without the extended battery.
300 to 400 miles, I think.
Yeah,
On one charge.
I think it's like
So that's
235.
Is that what
the
from
base.
Dallas to Austin almost? Like so 3 hours nonstop?
And then you need
On
a
one charge?
45-minute supercharge, give or take.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
just
I
play it
thought
safe, you know?
I thought Tesla came up with a new design saying that the car can charge as you drive.
Well,
You know,
that's
that's
always
like
been like that, but
Regenerative
that's just-
braking.
That's just regenerative braking.
Yeah.
My car can do that.
When you let off the gas,
Uh-huh.
the motors charge up by
There's a generator in each
the generator.
axle.
It takes
Interesting.
takes the kinetic energy of the car just slowing.
Turns it into
Interesting.
potential energy of the batteries.
Yes.
I see. Okay.
Nice little physics lesson. Also, I'm a huge, like physics guy. So the whole thing is just awesome.
You majored in criminal justice.
Law enforcement. Yeah.
How does physics come into play?
Oh no, I'm just like fascinated by it.
He's just fascinated by physics. It's cool to him. Space is cool to him. That's why he wants a Tesla. Because there's a Tesla in space.
Space
No,
is
the
cool.
future.
If
is
there was a
what-
Porsche
There is a
Taycan
Tesla.
in space, he'd buy a Tesla Porsche
Absolutely.
Taycan.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's it.
Absolutely.
But while you're busy with your little batteries and stuff, we're doing
Little
combustion.
Sure.
So, physics for you.
Yeah.
Just to let you know, combustion's cooler.
So I guess
Absolutely. It's cool.
now here's the thing though. Would you drive the Tesla in the snowstorm that we had last week?
The D probably.
I
mean,
probably
what-
go about 5 miles before it got too cold for the batteries.
Are they all-wheel drive or wheel-wheel
It's
drive?
all-wheel drive.
So it's all-wheel drive.
the D's
So-
are.
The D's are.
That's the D.
Okay, I
What's
see.
the other ones? Just front wheel?
No, the rear.
Rear.
For the Model S.
How
I don't know
heavy are
about
they? How heavy are they?
Ooh, they're 5,000.
Heavy is a Challenger or more.
Check
Yeah.
and see how heavy they are. That's
Again,
what it is.
depends on if they've got a long range battery or not.
Yeah, but I think they're around 5K.
5,000 pounds.
I
How
thought
much
it
is
was
the battery?
It starts at
Damn,
like
batteries are heavy.
Like 3,000
45.
pounds? Maybe 4,000 maybe.
Anywhere from
Holy
4.5 to 5K.
That's heavier than my car.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's the weight of a Challenger.
Wait a minute. How much does your car weigh?
Oh, 4,600.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
4,600? Yeah. So, just to get to that speed. Imagine
So-
if,
oh my
if my
God.
car was lighter.
You'd be hauling more.
Just for comparison here, the S550
from
Mercedes-Benz weighs anywhere from 47 to 4,800 pounds.
Mhm.
So a Model S can weigh more than the top end Mercedes.
Compare it to the Maybach.
Oh shit! Yeah, well, that's a whole nother beast in and of itself.
Yeah, but how fast can those go? Then,
Well, Maybach is a V12.
It also depends on if you got the Brabus edition or not.
ooh, yeah, the
Right.
Bravus. I love the Bravus.
What would it compete at 5,000 pounds? Would it be a Fisker Karma?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably because those are about the same weight.
Yeah, they're the same
What's the
cars.
Fisker Karma?
Yeah.
So the curb weight of the Maybach is
Uh-huh.
anywhere from 4,200 pounds if
Okay.
it's the older one. The
Okay.
new one is 5,020 pounds.
Sounds about right.
Jesus.
And then the weight,
That's a lot of weight. That's a lot of fucking weight.
Absolutely.
So, even though you love hybrids,
the Fisker Karma is 300 pounds more than a Tesla Model S.
Alright, so that's reasonable.
They're also longer.
What?
The
Fisker
Karmas. The
Karmas.
Karmas are longer.
Really?
Yeah.
man,
Yeah, they are.
But they're supposed to be ultra luxury.
Did you say man-made?
Mandy has one.
Yeah.
which is fucking.
But they've got that battery plus they've got the solar panels.
it just sucks that
The
you
solar
can't-
panels is such a joke.
I know they're a joke. They look
Yeah.
cool though.
Kind of cool.
I'll give it that.
I just like the way it sounds when it's
It's a
charged.
flex. Oh, dude, they're so much fun to drive.
Yeah.
Oh
And
my
it's
God.
all Alcantara in the interior.
I've never seen the interior.
I mean, so is the Maserati Ghibli with the right package.
I mean, whatever.
I'm just saying.
Whatever. So wait a minute. So
What was that?
like I was asking
Smoke
earlier,
gas.
It's
even
one of
though
you guys, it's got BO.
even though you have hybrids, even though
You're
you
welcome.
love hybrids,
Ain't me.
we're smelling armpits.
Yeah.
it's probably-
it's Naveed.
Yeah.
Probably. I'm so nervous. Anyways,
I'm sorry I make you so nervous.
anyways, going back. So
Yeah.
even though you love hybrids,
Yeah.
why is your dream car Murky or Murcielago?
Oh, dude, how is it not?
Exactly.
Oh my God.
What the fuck's wrong with the
No,
Lamborghini?
No, I mean, come on.
I don't like
it's,
Lamborghinis.
What?
I don't like
It's a
McLarens,
car
I
I
like
grew up
Lamborghinis.
on, bro. Like that was like the halo car of my youth.
Mm.
I don't know. Grew up playing video games with that car.
Yeah, Need for Speed.
Yeah,
Yep.
Need for Speed.
Yep.
Dude, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2.
All right, give me some skin. I played
I
that
would
game.
play that game nonstop.
All
It
throughout
was on
high
PC,
school.
right?
Helicopters. No, it was on PS2.
It's on PS2. Yeah.
Bro, helicopters dropping bombs on you at all times.
Yeah.
Nitrous from the cop cars. Like, oh, dude, what a game.
And you can bring
What
a family member in to play as the cop.
Yeah,
That was fun.
yeah.
That was
The my favorite part
Because
of
the screen was split in two, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that wasn't easy.
Best
to
part
use.
was like going past the cops, and they were like, "Guy just blew my doors off," and it was just like, and they start like trying to.
That was
chase
like
you.
all they would say too.
That's all they would say, bro. It was the same line every time. That's why I remembered it still. And dude, yeah, that game. What a blast! What a blast! But yeah, Murcielago, definitely.
What color?
I'd have to do like lime green.
Yeah. Okay, I'm with you on that. That lime green is.
I
so
like the
unique.
yellow.
It's so unique.
I like the yellow.
That's
That's
fair.
just me.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Really, any Skittle color, right? You know, like,
Exactly.
you have a-
No, in my opinion,
Still
lime
don't.
green.
It has to
Because I
for
haven't,
me,
I
if
haven't seen it in person.
Yeah, like if it's
That's
a
fair.
Lamborghini from that era, now today's are different, but from those like years, if you don't get your Lamborghini in lime green, dude, I built every freaking car on that video game lime
Yeah.
green.
That's fair.
The Lambos every time,
Every time.
Oh,
every
shit.
time. Yeah.
I believe.
What other games did I play?
Well, you have Need for Speed.
Yeah,
You have
what else?
Test Drive Unlimited. That was on the Xbox 360. You have
Wait,
Gran
what?
Turismo. Test Drive Unlimited. used to be on the
These are
Xbox
you're just
360.
listing off games. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't remember to playing that one.
Do you want me still want to list them off?
Yeah.
All right. So you got Need for Speed.
Just for the
Test
next
Drive
5 minutes
Unlimited.
doing that.
You have Gran Turismo.
No.
Remember Twisted Metal?
Yeah. No.
Midnight Dub.
Midnight Dub. Dude, that was whichever one that you could.
Midnight
go from-
Club 3.
I think that was the one where you could go from like
Yes.
L.A. to like New York, and then maybe
I
Miami.
think that was 3.
I think yes. Yeah.
Remember that?
And then
Yeah,
there was
yeah.
Midnight Club LA.
No, Detroit. It was
Yeah.
Detroit, L.A., and I think New York.
That was
And
Was it-
that was a
Pretty
fucking
It was the
blast.
one to where if you did burnouts, you could do rotating burnouts and then time it to where you could go.
Yeah. Dude, I remember playing that game, and I would like do burnouts and like drifting around in H2. Get like big wheels, lift in H2, and have like purple smoke as the
Oh my
color
God.
of the smoke.
That's right.
Bro, such
my
a fucking
God.
Yeah,
blast.
so Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition was
That's right.
San Diego, Atlanta, Detroit.
San
Oh
Diego,
my
And
God.
then they had
Detroit.
they had a Dub Edition remix that in Tokyo.
Yeah, I think I did the original one. I don't remember the Tokyo one. That was a fucking blast of a game.
You know what song I remember that was on Midnight Dub?
Oh, which one?
This is how.
Yeah, dude, I was thinking the fucking same thing, bro. I was thinking the same thing.
Oh my
Isn't that the
God.
song they play in the menu too?
I think so.
Yeah, bro. Oh man, what a blast! What a blast,
Yeah, that
Yeah.
song was really popular too. back
bro!
in the
This is a fucking blast of a game.
day. Yeah.
Blast.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So those two games definitely shaped my love of cars in the beginning there for sure. Yeah.
Now,
What a blast!
so we obviously have like Cars and Coffee. We have
You want me to list them off?
Cars and Cantina.
I could go all day.
But
Let's just
if
list
you
them.
wanted to go to a car show around the world,
Like a show.
like would you want to go to SEMA? Would you want to go to the Detroit Auto Show?
No.
Monaco?
Monaco.
Monaco. Fuck.
Do they? Is there a car show there?
Yeah.
There is.
Like a real.
Monaco is
So I was thinking Pebble Beach.
well, Pebble Beach is one, yeah.
Concord.
But I think well, then you have Geneva
Geneva.
in Switzerland.
Why would they do the
Geneva.
races?
Yeah, Geneva is like the number one auto
place
show
to
to go
be.
to.
Is it?
Yeah, yes, in Switzerland. Yeah.
Man, I
Although I feel like they'd have some
I
really
feel
nice
so
ones in
uncultured.
Saudi.
Where?
Saudi Arabia is like
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, you go to the UAE and it's like all hyper and exotic cars.
To the
So I
point
mean,
where
it's like,
boring.
yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, it's the same thing. Like, you know, I've gone to so many in the last year now.
Yeah.
Where I'm just like, oh yeah, cool.
I know that
I
one, I know
fucking
that
love
one, I know that
Lamborghinis, and I love all cars really, except wagons. But you know, like,
Damn.
no, but really though, yeah, so you see them every fucking time, and you're just like, okay, like it was awesome the first 5 times, but then after that you're like, okay, cool. The thing is, we see the same cars.
Yeah.
Same owner, same car, right? So like, it
gets boring unless you drive
unless you know the person.
Yeah.
You're just like, cool. I know that car. I know that car. I know that car. But then the thing is, then you get the rare Easter egg. Sometimes you're there and you're like, oh
yeah, where did this car come
I haven't seen this car ever.
Right.
This is awesome.
Even if it's the same thing.
Right.
Yeah, it's just slightly different.
Slightly different, or it's just a completely new car.
Yeah.
Like when I see the Ford GTs, I'm just like, fuck that's just a highlight for sure.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, there's definitely quite a few cars there, that show up to these meets, and you're just like.
I think at the end of the day, though, I think what's really cool about these car meets is the fact that majority of the people that are in it.
Yeah,
does that make sense?
No, it's a great. You know what I gotta say? What a community.
Yeah.
We did good.
It's a really close community.
It's a really close. So many people know each other, and everyone's pretty much friendly. It's great. It's great.
Yeah, I've never had any issues at any of the car shows at all, except for if my car is not allowed at a car show because it's too old or whatever.
Or too loud. or not exotic enough.
Or not exotic enough,
Yeah, that was fun showing up to Cars in Coverica.
Cars in Coverica.
Remember that? Remember that one time with Vu?
All right, fill me in.
So I went to no, it's a good story.
It's a good turnout.
It's a good story. This is a podcast, right?
Right.
We tell stories with
Let's
the
cast them pods.
Right. So we all went to Cars in Coverica, right? We all rolled up there. Naveed and Steven made it in with their car. Steven's got a Maserati.
Yeah.
And who else made it in?
Mac with his Lambo Evo.
Yeah,
that makes sense then.
Obviously,
yeah,
you're gonna make it in with Lambo. So they all make it in, and obviously I respected the rules. I didn't register. I wasn't qualified because on the Park Up Front app, if your car's not considered an exotic or luxury car for this particular event, you're just straight up not allowed to go.
And I remember when we were trying to sign in, it kept on glitching. But it was on purpose because they're like, okay, I can let this car in. I have to shut off.
It's a party time.
Sorry about that. Continuing on.
So I mean, basically, they don't let you in unless you're in the class specified that they want for the event.
Yeah,
cool. Whatever.
Makes sense.
Makes sense. It's a classy event, all this kind of stuff, and they're really trying to make it selective. They don't really have too many spots to play with. So I respected the rules. I parked down the street and just walked in.
Okay.
We all cruised there together, and then I just grabbed a spot.
Yeah.
So we're all hanging out there, and then I'm just kind of we're joking around about it initially, and we're just like, dude, wouldn't it be hilarious if I got in? And so eventually we joked about it so much it became real essentially.
You went to go
do it? The thing is we started seeing they let a freaking Civic in, and I was like, okay. That was the other thing. Vu tried making it in
with a Mini.
With his Mini.
Yeah.
So he tried coming up to the registration, and they're like, yeah, you can park right over here. You can park at the front non-special car area, whatever.
Yeah.
And so we're giving them crap about that, and I'm like, well, what's the worst that could happen? I just wound up parking next to Vu. Cool, whatever.
Not the end of the world.
Not the end of the world. Let's give it a go.
Continue.
So Vu and I walk back to the car, pull it around. And we pull up, I roll the window down, and I think 2 guys are like, Polestar, freaking out. And I was like, hey, what's up, guys? And they're like, hey, cool. This is very initial into me, having the car.
Yeah.
So they still hadn't seen one before.
Yeah.
So they're like, yeah. Just, grab a spot, any spot, try to keep
any
the space.
spot.
Yeah.
It was really funny.
Just grab a spot. I'm like... I'm trying to contain it. I'm trying to contain it until I roll the window up. And you guys both know who, for the viewers who don't know.
I can imagine
the second that window got up, there was deafening laughter inside the car. Just the most it's just crazy.
Well, that worked out great.
Oh, and there's I think I still have the video. So my dash cam has audio, so I can go back. So there's audio of me rolling the window down. You hear someone Polestar, and then the window goes up, and you just Just
We were just busted.
oh, I mean, we were both cracking up. We were like, "Holy shit, it worked!" And he's cracking up because he's still there, like by his car.
Yeah.
And I come rolling around the corner and just park like right next to
you park
him.
right next to me. And then what was really cool, he gets out of his car, he's walking around, and then out of nowhere, I think two of the guys that was working there, one of them comes up and he says, "I want to know the owner of that Polestar." Straight up. And I'm like, "Yo, Eric." And finally they come and talk, and the rest is history. But
That's funny.
Yeah, no, that was a fun story.
It might as well be exotic, honestly.
I mean, it is. I mean, have you seen another one?
Exactly.
No. Yeah, I mean, the great example is when Naveed and I decided to visit Mr. Assad at a dealership, and there's a Volvo dealership nearby, so we parked literally
right across from the showroom.
right across from the showroom for the Volvo dealership.
Uh-huh.
And the Volvo dealership has all glass, like it's like Norwegian, Swedish style, so it's just pure glass on the front, and you just slowly see just like all these salespeople coming up to the fucking window.
Yeah.
They're just
Like,
hands
what
in their
is
pockets, like,
The guy comes out, he's like,
look at that.
"That's an awesome Polestar."
Yeah,
man."
two of
So,
them
like,
actually came out. Yeah, one of
Yeah.
them was like, "Nice car." The other one's like, "How much do you want for it?"
Yeah.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
More than
bro.
you got, but no, I'm just kidding.
No, yeah. I was like, "No, I'm not selling it. Sorry, buddy."
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that was a funny time because I mean it's a different experience seeing like adults versus like 16-year-old kids be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, sweet car," because they know about it from the internet.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the thing.
The appreciation
when you're getting any,
Yeah.
when you,
Yeah.
I mean, I still have the issue with my own car. They're like, "Oh my god, I didn't know the M5 came with a V10 engine."
Yeah,
You're
Yeah.
just like, "Oh my gosh, like, dude, don't even talk to me right now."
And it's
You know what I
completely
mean?
different from I go on the M4 and they're all just like, "Oh, cool, an M4, yeah." And I'm
Right.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Whatever,
I'm like, okay,
No,
whatever.
your car is rare, and your car is fun to drive, and but his car has like so many fucking gadgets. It's like a fucking
spaceship.
it's literally a spaceship.
Yeah, so
You want
my
Until
friends.
Volvo buys it back from you.
Yeah,
Well,
let's not get into that one.
Yeah, we'll talk about but anyways,
Nail in that coffin.
on that note,
Damn, okay. You sweating over here.
on that note, once again, thanks for having us here on this show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks for being part of it.
Absolutely.
Do you have any questions for us?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Sounds good. Well,
All right, cool.
we're going to be doing more of these, so hopefully you'll get to join us again down
Look
the road.
forward to coming back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look forward to having you.
Once again, we got Eric,
That's Eric.
Texan Polestar.
He's Cameron.
Cameron, and
Texan
I.
_Polestar. This is I Fly Great, and then the other Bimmer guy.
The other one.
And we're signing off, guys, so thanks a lot.
Peace out.